In this video, we'll see how to extract the required information from the documents, which is data extraction. So extraction is all about grabbing the data you actually care about. Like imagine you've got this very long 5-page document and you only want to pull out certain bits of info from it. If you try to do that using some fancy string manipulation, it's going to be real pain. But with document understanding framework, this gets a lot whole easier. You can use different extractors for different document structures, all within the same app. So you can target specific parts of the document and pull out the data you need. And once you have done the extraction, the results get passed along for validation. So there are 4 extractor methods: regex extractor, form CI, and semi-structured AI. So regex and form extractor mainly will be managed by Studio by RPA developer, and the rest of two, which are AI related, those will be like mainly citizen developer. This will be like high level. And this table explains you like where the activity is from. For example, reg extractor is from intelligent OCR activities, and form extractor also, and AI related ones will be part of ML package. Just like how we did for classification, we had 3 activities, right? One to classify, to present to user, and then to train. Similarly, we have two. These 3 will be common for extractor as well. So we extract the required information, we present to the user, and we train. So these parts, as I said, these 2 will be optional. Train and validate will be optional. If your model is well trained, then you can skip this and then you can make it completely unattended. When you keep train and validate, it becomes attended because human has to manually validate the result. Only then the flow continues to the next step. Now let's see extraction in action. So let's go to activities. So within extractors, we also have 3 activities. Like first one is to extraction scope, which is used to completely do the complete extraction, and then we present to the user, and then we train. So in this step, we skip training because we don't. So we're going to use the general extractors, not the ML based ones. So we skip the train extractors. So firstly, data extraction scope. So before directly using this activity, so one thing to take care of is that the previous result, the classification result will be this one. That result will be held on this one, classification results. So in our case, since our document is single type, to explain it more clear. So all the pages are in single type. So entire 2 pages are these 2 belongs to form type. But in complex cases, what happens is in the same document, we'll have our first page will be invoice, and rest of the pages might be some medical records. So in that case, so in the classification results for single document type, it will show 2 types. First page is invoice, second page is medical records. So that's why we have to loop through each of the classification result. So we use for each. So this will be classification results, and it automatically changes to classification result. Current item, I want to change it to doc classification result. So as I mentioned, so assume, so in our use case, we have only single document in entire type, right? I mean, single document type in entire document. So in complex cases, as I said, we'll have 2 types. So in that case, you have to classify for each type. So in our case, it will be like single loop only, but in complex cases, it will run twice, like as many document types that document have. So we used a loop, and then inside that, we're going to paste document extraction scope. Let's see the first one will be document path as usual, taxonomy, doc text. This will be each individual result. So these 2 are like, if you give result, you can skip this one. And then here we have to create a variable. No. Extracted results. So now we gave all this information. So now we have to use a data extractor. So for form, I'm using form extractor. Since it's a direct form, I'm using form extractor. So endpoint will be it'll take automatically. I have to give the API key, and then now we have to create a template. Template is nothing but for each form, for each document form, you have to create from where you have to extract the information. So for example, click on manage templates. I'm going to create first one. I'm going to create form for form 1040X. Template name would be, I would like to name it as form or else form 1. Select the document. This remains same. We are using document OCR. API key also remains same. Click on configure. Take some time. So now it opened the form. So these were the taxonomy fields, which if you remember, like initially we created taxonomy, right? The fields which you want to extract from the document. So these were the fields. So there we gave field names. Here we are going to give field values. So first one, page matching info. So since we have two pages, it is showing two page matching infos. So to identify this document as a form from page one, you have to give the matching info here. So I'll if manually how will we identify? So if it contains form 1040X and department of the treasury. So these were my tokens to identify the first page is as a form. Click on plus. And one more thing. So if you just directly click on here, if I click on here, it will not work. So you have to hold control and then select the tokens. So I'll show you for the second page. So this is done for first page. Always try to select as many tokens as possible. So in that case, it will find the document accurately. So for page two, scrolling down. So this is my page two, and so these were the fields which I can decide like this is page two of the document type. So now I'm holding control and clicking the tokens page, and then click on this extra plus symbol so that these tokens will be added here. So we are now we added the matching info. So with this info, it will find this is as a top, this as a form. So these were the field values that we declared. So return to 2019. So this is a checkbox. So you can so these were the possibilities that you can choose to select. If you can also keep an anchor for an element, or you can use the custom area. So let's try custom area now. So for 2019, so this will be the checkbox that I have to find. Is it checked or not? Select it. Click on plus. Same goes for 2018. Click on plus. 2017. Plus. First name. I'll have my first name here in this box. I'm selecting the complete box because sometimes the name might be bigger. That's my first name. Same goes for last name. And social security number, which is this one. Let's reselect. If you want to reselect, just click somewhere else so that the selection will be gone. And then again, you can drag. Now you don't have to hold the control. You can directly select plus date. I'm going to use this date, last revision date, and the interesting part, the table. So for table, it will be a little different. So these were the fields that you declared in the taxonomy that you're going to extract from the table. So go to that table where you want to extract the information. So mine will be dependence table, which is this one. So first row will be headers. So add your first row. Then, so my first row element will be in this box. Click on add extracted value. So you select the custom selection, and then you can click three dots, and then click on add extraction. Let's see for social security number. So in this place, we'll have social security number. Click on add extracted value. So that's how you extract the table. So if you want to extra, I mean, if you're not sure that the table header also will change, just select that as well. Add extracted value. And then for social security number, this will be the area where you can find the column name. Extracted value. Now 7 plus. So now you can quickly scroll up and then see the areas that you selected. Click on submit. So it says magic info page on contains a word that is rotated at 90 degrees. Please select. Let's see again. Click on submit without rotation. Okay. Let's please select this and then please select again. I think so. Here the form is rotated to 90 degrees, right? So that's what it is telling that these cannot be identified. Deselect that. Let's reselect the tokens which are not rotated. I'm holding control and selecting the tokens. Confirm. As you mentioned, as you see now, these are not gone, right? Click on three dots, pivot to previous value. So now that will remove everything, and now select again. Click on plus. Now let's see. Now it's okay. So that will be our first type, which is our form. Now let's create second type, vehicle damage report. Let's keep it as damage type 1. Select the damage report. This all remains same. Click on configure. Open the damage type. So as you already know, so first for this page I'll select the tokens reg number, which is this one. So as you can see here, so this accepts tokens and this accepts the custom area. So change the type to custom area. Then select the area. I'm selecting a little bit long. Then click on extraction. Same goes for inspector name. Let's find the inspector name. So he's the inspector. Click on plus vehicle license number, which is this one. Driving license number, which is this one. Cost of damage. is this one. Click on place. So now I can quickly verify again. These are the fields that we can extract, and I click on submit. Which one is less than 5? Yeah, yes, I missed this part. So for matching info, you have to select a minimum of 5 keywords to decide the document type. So here I selected only 4, so that's why it has thrown that error. So click on the word previous value. Select again, including general information. Click on plus. Now click on submit. Now it is taken. So these are the two types. Click on close. So now we added two types. Now we have to configure extract this. So I'm simply selecting here checkbox. You might be wondering that why am I selecting these two? So this window is to configure the extractors. So in our case, we have only one extractor. So that's why I'm selecting for this document type. It has to use form extractor. And second type, it has to use form extractor. So in other cases, you might have 3 or 4 extractors based on the documents you have. So one extractor is used to extract document type 1, and another extractor is used to extract the information from document type 2. So in that cases, you have to select the other one. For example, if I use one more extractor here, if I click on configure extractors, so it shows the second type. So for vehicle damage report, I wanted to use regex based. So I uncheck and then check. So that's why I'm checking here. Since it is showing one, so it will be a little confusing. That's why I'm explaining. So we selected the extractor, and the extracted information has to be validated. I mean, it has to be presented to user, right? So in that case, and search for present validation station. So it has to go inside. Same again, current item, text, based on taxonomy. So we have the validated extract. I mean, in case if the user changes something there and you need that extraction, then you can create one more variable here. Validated extraction results. So now it will present to the user. Like a log message. Completed. Click mine. Now let's run the bot. As if read correctly. Now it shows us report as exception. Now let's see what is this exception. Let's close this. It says error validating document type nice to report. So let's see. So here we missed missed keeping the output of this one, right? So these are doc extracted results has to go here. So that's why it thrown that exception. I've created this. I've created this exception manually. So now let's run the bot again. Now, if you see, you can quickly check the extraction, registration number, Mary Brown, PK, license number, and the cost. So all of them are correct. Let's click on submit. Continue on save. Now the extraction is done. So the extracted results will have, if something got changed, then updated value will be there in this doc validated results, or else the actual values will be presented. So if I quickly open this one, this will have the field information. So now what we have to do, we have to export. I mean, each extraction results will be stored in the form of tables. So we have to write that tables into Excels and then do further manipulations as per your requirement. Let's close the bot.